Alright, here's a truck not many people know about. This is the first video. 91 S10. So 91 was, here's the old motor and tranny, the old 2.8 V6, the 5-speed, the 60-degree block, just for everyone. Now she is a V8 305 with, I don't know if you can see this, it's the 5-speed out of a full-size 96 Chevy work truck. You need to come up with a different shifter. First and second gear, well, to shift you bump the steering wheel, but there's the old shifter off the other transmission. We're gonna make something, come up with something with that, make that work. Here it is, Vortec 305 out of a 96 Silverado. The one that's had the spider fuel injection and all that crap on it. And a 7. Now we got a 750 Holley, the manual choke. It's like off an old dump truck or something. This is the Professional Products crosswind intake, the Vortec style. Got those pads that the heads of the bolts sit on instead of going in at an angle like the old style Chevs. And got a 1-inch Sabolic spacer on there to keep the heat from soaking up into the carburetor. Well, the aluminum intake should help with that too. And there's the 5-speed transmission out of the full-size Chevy. And truck's been lowered. Well, we didn't buy an actual kit. My buddy actually lowered the truck when he owned it. I think it's a 3-inch block in the rear with the proper leaf spring removed. Dropped the truck about, I don't know, 5.5 inches maybe. Had about the same in the front. About a 5.5 inch drop in the front with a 2-inch drop spindle. And then it's got the ZQ8 sway bar on it. I'm trying to get a rear sway bar from them, but that hasn't happened yet. We have a deal worked out, but it just hasn't happened. I'll show you what I got going on under here maybe. It's a little dark. Show you what I had to do. Oh. This steel braided line it's got a hydraulic throwout bearing. The original transmission had a slave cylinder style clutch release. So then I had to go to the local race shop and have them press. This is a 4-AN fitting on it. Then I had to adapt it to a regular brake line flare nut, and that was 3/16, so I had to adapt that to a 1/4 inch, and then finally flare the line. We just finished bleeding all that out. The bleeder is in up here. Just finished getting that working, so it's kind of exciting. We got that's the transmission crossmember halfway worked out. That mount's tacked in place. This transmission ended up being shorter than the original one, believe it or not, out of a full size. So, and what we did for motor mounts is, guy in Craigslist had these motor mounts for sale with a set of Hedman headers, which I got right here. Going to be working on putting the Hedman headers back in, and hopefully the starter back in. And then we'll be working on plumbing the rest of the fuel system. Gonna try to use the original fuel injection, fuel pressure regulator, mount it something like that, the 90 over to the inlet on the Holley carburetor. And then the fuel lines actually come out of the rail down there, so better than trying to run them across underneath the motor, I think, to the mechanical style fuel pump. Yeah. There's the HVAC distributor. A little bit of a tight fit. Hitting the carburetor and the firewall. We're going to have to figure out a plan on how to get that in there. Some guys say you have to modify the firewall a little bit to get them to work, but we're about to cross that bridge pretty soon here. The truck isn't anything too special. Got it from a buddy. Can't really tell, but that cab corner's actually got a hole in it. Oh well. We jacked up on the rocker the other day. It actually lifted the truck, so the inners aren't too bad. The floor doesn't look too bad. The bed is shot. If you look on the other side, it's rusted away to where the bed floor itself is laying on the frame, and the moldings never line up. Don't line up quite like they're supposed to. And the tailgate won't open because it sits so low, it hits the rear bumper. So you gotta lift the bed up off the frame. But we got another bed, another truck. But that's about it. That's the 91 V8 S10 5-speed. Should be, hopefully get it going here in the next month. Get it running, driving, just in time to put it away for the winter.